Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to do the Russian Peasants Algorithm, and then I'm going to show you where the associative property comes into play. Alright, so first what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with two double-digit numbers. So let's say we're going to do 22 times 13. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the left side and we're going to divide it by 2, and we're going to take the right side and multiply it by 2. So 22 divided by 2 is 11. And 13 times 2 is 26. We're going to continue to do this until the left side ends in 1. So 11 divided by 2 is 5. We don't need to add the 0.5 for this case. So 26 times 2 would be 52. Okay, now we're going to continue doing it. 5 divided by 2 is 2. Again, disregard the 0.5. 52 times 2 is 104. And once more, 2 divided by 2 is 1. And 104 times 2 is 208. Okay, so once we have this list of numbers, what we want to do is look at our left side, and then we're going to cross out any that have even numbers. So here, in this case, we've only got 1, and that's the 2. We're going to cross out the 104. Now we're going to add 26, 52, and 208. So 26 plus 52 is equal to 78 plus 208, 16, carry the 1, 7, 8, 286. Sorry about that. Okay, so that's our answer. And if you're not quite sure if that's actually the answer to 22 times 13, you can go back and you can do the standard algorithm. So let's compare. 22 times 13. 6, 6, add the 0 on the bottom, 2, 2, 6, 8, 2, and look, we have indeed the same answer. Okay, so now that I have taught you how to do the Russian Peasants Algorithm, I'm going to show you where the associative property is, but first I'm going to explain what it is. So the associative property says, basically, when you're multiplying a succession of numbers, it doesn't matter when you which one you multiply first. So you can do A times B times C, and that'll give you the same answer as if you did A times B times C. And in the parentheses, we all know that you do the parentheses first. So if you multiply these two numbers and then multiply it by that, you would get the same answer as if you multiplied these two numbers first and then multiplied it by that. So where does it come into play in the Russian Peasants Algorithm? Well, I'm going to write our numbers, our list of numbers down here so that it's easier to see. And they are actually all multiples of 13. So 26, 52, 104, and 208. So we know that 13 times 2 is 26. 13 times 2. Now, what we can do, we're just multiplying by 2 every time. So we can stick with our 13 times 2, original. So we can do here 13 times 2, and then we're just going to multiply that one by 2. Or what we can do, that's going to be equal to 2 times 2 is, and then times 13. So here, we'll do 13 times 2 is 26 times 2, and that would be 52. And then here we have 4 times 13, and that would be 52. So I'll show you once more with the 104. Here, we're going to multiply it by 4 rather than by 2 because obviously it's a bigger multiple. So we start with our 13 times 2. We can do that times 4. So 13 times 2 is 26 times 4 is 104. And then we can do 4 times 2 times 13. So 4 times 2 is 8 times 13 is equal to 104. So there you can see where I have the associative property in the Russian Peasants Algorithm, and this is actually a really important property to know, and especially in this one, because then you can see that they all come back to 13, and then eventually you'll be able to do it the standard way or whatever you want to do. But that's all I have for you. Thanks for watching.